So this is Steveston, one of the hubs. There's a bus station, just a bus stop, sorry, just there. This is where I was heading towards the tram. It's open. Okay, let's see if we can get in. So this is where an old railway station to Steveston Village used to be, no longer. And they've made it into a little park area. So yeah, so it's a bit of renovation going on in the background there. That's, I think, a community centre there, used to be anyway. But isn't this a lovely town? So hi.
Hi, welcome to the tram. Come on in. So, before I let you in, I'd like to know if you're from the area and if you visited here before. No. First time, right? Are you from Vancouver?
Yeah.
Okay, so you must know the SkyTrain.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know why? Because this is similar to the SkyTrain. This was their SkyTrain over a century ago. Same top speed, same electric, and run on the rail. Now, I hope you don't have any fish or anything that drips. Okay, perfect. So you're welcome to go inside the tram and sit down, take pictures. But we do close at 4, so I won't keep you. All aboard.
Okay.
Just make sure not to touch anything inside the tram. It's quite fast.
Okay. So a quick look before it closes. I've been here before, but I will just have another look. I don't know if I put a lot of footage of this last time. Maybe not. Dress ups. Cute. Yeah, so another one of the sheds with a restored tram in it. So today we've seen a train and now we're seeing a tram. And there's just one more, I think, that is out at Burnaby, but I've already put that on YouTube, so I won't be going out to Burnaby again and showing that. And hard to believe that this is actually the old equivalent to a SkyTrain. Very difficult to believe. Look at that. I mean, well, it sort of reminds me of the underneath of the Sydney Metro, actually, with all this stuff down here. But the Sydney Metro is actually a train, not a tram, so should be completely different. The buzzer, that's very old, 1955. It's still the buzzer now on the SkyTrain, so nothing much has changed. And there's old advertising up on the panels there. Some of the brakes. There is actually a very good video of old footage of this tram running back in the old days. I don't know if this is it, but there was one really, really good one. So this video looks like it's been updated and it's quite recent, but there was a very, very old video of it. Look at that. Look at the height of this shed. So this is the tram they actually pull out, but has a very, very tight entrance and exit and curve. So when they pull it out, it has to be exact. It can't be centimeters off. It has to be exactly on the right track there. Just yeah. There's something about it where they made a mistake with the dimensions of the exits and entrances of this shed, hence the tight fit. So that's it. Less than an hour. Look at the front of that. bit of Vancouver. So it lights up when you tell it what route to go. Okay, look at that. Where's the music? So that's where Lulu Island is. It's interesting how it was Richmond, Lulu Island, and then Brighouse is just there. I still don't get why they call it Richmond Brighouse. Maybe they should have called it just Richmond Lulu Island. No, that's too long and that wouldn't make sense. So Burnaby, there was like trams out to Burnaby. It is basically where SkyTrains go now. Almost. So it's going to, except for maybe Chilliwack, it goes to, and then Burnaby Lake, which is where the SkyTrain goes out now. Central Park, New West. Yep, the SkyTrain goes out that way. And Canada Line, I suppose. Not quite. Interesting. This is the volunteers panel. That, I believe, is the Hessen from the seating. No, it's not. It's actually the roof. Okay, let's have a quick look inside. Oh no, that's right. It was wicker. The seats were wicker. Canoe, horses, trains, trams, motorboats, buses, cars, and SkyTrain. Interesting. So there's a bell. I'm assuming you're allowed to press it. It's very different to the bell on the train, on the locomotive. Oh, that's interesting. That's what the train officers used to wear to collect the fares, I believe. Yeah. And this must be the brake. They lock. Wow. Interesting. So let's go in and have a quick look. We'll go for a long, just a quick look. Nice view outside.
So these two are originals. These two are replicas. 2 originals and 2 replicas. All of these handles in here are replicas, and all these
Bus line
brass here are original.
Wow. You keep track of the real material for the fabrication.
Yeah.
Real impressive.
Well, these ones you can tell they're replicas because you compare it to the handles in the smoking section, and you'll see that those ones are thinner. And the reason these are thicker is we gave them an original. They make an impression to make a positive to put back into the sand or the brass, and every step makes it a little bit larger. It grows a fraction. So that's what makes this a little bit larger than the ones at the other end. Yeah.
You mentioned there is one of the 3 cars sold in the US. Is that correct?
Well, there were 5 cars went to the U.S.,
5 cars.
3 went to Washington State, 2 went to Southern California.
I see.
And the ones in Southern California were kept running. So the motors in that were in working condition. So when they came back, the folks at Fraser Valley, actually it went through quite a circuit because they went from there, they worked on the Expo 86. They were running up and down the side of Expo 86 False Creek.
I went on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were also, I think, running during the Olympics, I think, along with the
Bombardier.
along with the newer car that was brought out.
Yeah, the
Switzerland.
Bombardier.
So,
Expo line.
not the Expo line, Expo 86, it was all fair here in 1986. And the theme of it was transportation.
Okay.
The ads were found by the Transit Museum Society. We got the little plug up there. And they go looking for this stuff because they use these on their buses. They collect heritage buses, so they got buses going back to the 1940s. And we think most of these are replicas, because people make lots of replicas nowadays. You buy replicas of movie posters in the 1940s. Well, those aren't the originals anymore. Those are reproductions. And I believe these are reproductions too, but they are from the period. So, for example, Rogers Golden Syrup. I think they're using the same canister today that they were using back in the 50s. The print and everything looks pretty much the same. Wrigley's Juicy Fruit, pancake syrup. Then there's some like this. We used to have the Eaton's department store up until about 1995, I think it is. And they had a room where you could go up and have tea and lunch and whatnot. Well, there's an advertisement from that period. That predates them going out of business. And of course, my favorite is to point out Kleenex tissues, which stopped being sold in Canada 2 years ago. 2023, they stopped selling Kleenex.
What did I buy today? Scotty's?
Scotty's and House Brand, and they're probably coming from the same factory. From Kroger, who's in New Westminster.
Kroger. Is there a Kroger?
Kroger.
Okay. Is that in New West?
They have a plant in New West, and they have one in Quebec.
Okay. I'm learning something today.
I hope so.
Well, I just came from the other, the Roundhouse, and I was having a look at that train down there. I was asking questions about the Bombardier. Is that how you pronounce it, or Bombardier? Bombardier?
Depends on which part of the country.
I always call, because I'm from Australia, I call it the Bombardier.
Bombardier.
Yeah, I've always pronounced it. And people are actually correcting me and say that's not how you pronounce it. It's Bombardier. And I said, no, it's not.
It depends. Are you making things or are you dropping bombs? Because they're 2 different functions.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you're dropping bombs, you're the bombardier. If you're the company making it, it's Bombardier, which has been sold all of their transit business to Alstom out of France.
Which is what we use, the Alstom, and we hate them. They break down all the time. They're so bad.
Yeah. Well, we have the great pride that most of our system on SkyTrain is mainly used in Canada.
Yeah.
It's also used in Malaysia.
Yeah.
I think a number of places use the SkyTrain system to go to and from airports.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the ones with the biggest SkyTrain technology,
Yeah.
which is the linear induction motor.
Yeah. Very
so
interesting.
you take the motor apart, put half of it on the car, half of it on
Yeah.
the track. And we've got the longest one in the world here. And the cars don't break down because the motor isn't turning. The ones that are going up Canada line are from Hyundai.
Hyundai. Hyundai. Yeah.
That's which part of the world
Yeah,
you're from.
yeah, exactly.
And their subsidiary Rotem, which
Yeah.
makes transit vehicles.
Okay.
And they are traditional motor on car vehicles. And I would wager money that the end of the contract, because it was a design, build, operate contract, when that contract ends and they have to hand the whole thing over to the local authorities to operate, I bet that'll be the year that all the cars break down. Because the technology is
Yeah.
designed to work only about 25
Is
or
it closing
25
at
years.
4
Yeah,
four
we're
o'clock?
closing
Yes, in
about
about 6 minutes. Yeah.
So if you have any more questions, I'm quite glad.
No, but I'm so glad that I went on the Bombardier, and also I'm so glad I went on
Yeah,
that
remember.
heritage train.
Coming out of Quebec, it's the French part, so Bombardier.
Yeah, Bombardier. Yeah, I don't want to say Bombardier because I'm going to tell my neighbour it's not Bombardier. You're bombing if you're saying Bombardier.
That's right.
You must be a bomber.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you get out this one? Yes.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's a double-ended.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
We usually take people in this way and out the other because these steps are fairly steep.
Yeah,
And the other ones are more gradual.
yeah. Okay, well, thank you. That was interesting.
How long are you here?
I came last year. Do you not remember me? I did come last year, yeah.
Okay.
But for a longer visit, a much longer visit. Because this year I
Okay,
went
so
to
now
the other
I have
one.
to remember you for next year.
Well, yeah. Yes. Yeah, and I'll talk
Have
trains
you done
and
the
see.
other attractions in Richmond?
Which ones? Steveston?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are all free.
Yeah, done. Yeah, I've done the cannery.
Okay, the
Um,
cannery is outside of it because that's federal government.
Okay.
But we've got the shipyards,
Britannia.
we got us
No.
here,
Yes.
and we got the Steveston Museum, which is just down
Yes,
the street,
done that one.
and then the London Farm.
London Farm I haven't, and the Britannia shipyards I haven't done.
Map is on the back.
Right. Are they close by or?
The museum is about
Yeah,
a block
which I've
there,
done, yeah.
And it's probably closing up. Roanna, does it close at 4 o'clock too?
Yeah, I don't know. I've done the museum, but the other two I haven't. So
Because
I'll
in
do
back
that.
of that little museum in the
Yeah,
back, there
yeah.
is a complete display about the Fishermen's Hospital.
Okay. Right.
And the Japanese fishermen that were
Okay.
involved in
Yeah.
building it.
Yeah.
And then London Farm is about.
What's London
Three-quarters.
Farm? Is it a farm?
It's a farmhouse. The London family farmhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'll have to do that
We're
next
just
time.
closing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
Here.
Yeah.
We'll just look from here.
No problem.
That's what happened last time, the year before that, when I came. It was like, I missed it again. So,
You have to
thank
start
you.
early in the morning.
No, but I want to go to the other train things.
Yeah. Well, next time, have you been to Burnaby Village?
Yes, I've been there. Yeah, I spoke to you about it last year, I think.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Just
so that
went
was
through my
good.
mental checklist
So I'm not
there.
going out there again, but yeah, just,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's
Well,
great.
the trick with them is knowing when they're open.